Now, Major General Milinda Peiris, Vice Chancellor of General Sir John Kothawala Defence University, will introduce the chairperson of this session.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have here with us today the architect of 2009 Victory over Terror, whose vision that inspired the armed forces to accomplish a mission that seems impossible in the past. He is none other than Secretary of Defense, Mr. Gotabaya Rajapaksa, who graciously accepted our request to chair the defense session of our symposium. Sir, we are grateful to you for doing so despite the extremely busy schedule. Mr. Gotabaya Rajapaksa was born in Veerakatiya and had his education at Ananda College, Colombo. He joined the Sri Lanka Army in 1971 and received his basic training at Sri Lanka Military Academy, Diyathalawa. Thereafter, he continued to receive further military-related training in various courses, including Young Officers Course in Rawalpindi and Mid-Career Course in Quetta, Pakistan. He followed the staff course at Defence Services Staff College in Wellington, India in 1983 and obtained a master's degree in Defence Studies from the University of Madras in the same year. He also underwent advanced training in counter-insurgency and jungle warfare in Assam, India. And he is also a graduate of the Advanced Infantry Training School in Fort Benning, USA. During his unblemished military career of 20 years, he commanded many counter-terrorist operations in the north and east of Sri Lanka at critical times during the conflict. He was in the forefront in commanding the 1st Battalion of Gajaba Regiment in the Vadamarachi operation in 1987. He also led his troops in Operation Trividabale in 1990 to rescue Jaffna Fort and Peninsula. Apart from that, he served as the coordinating officer of Value area and as the commanding officer and also deputy commandant at Staff College of KDA, presently the KDU. In recognition of valor and bravery demonstrated in the battlefield, he was awarded with several presidential commendations, and he was decorated with gallantry awards, Rana Vikrama Padakama and Rana Shura Padakama, for his invaluable contribution in protecting the sovereignty and the territorial integrity of the motherland. After a successful military career, he worked as the Unix system administrator of the prestigious Loyola Law School in Los Angeles, California. Subsequently, he obtained his second master's degree in information technology from the University of Colombo. Sir, if not for your contribution and keen interest as the Board of Management Chairman of Kothawala Defence University, the recent development of this Defence University would not have been a reality. It is indeed your interest and enthusiasm that has been the driving force behind the organization of this symposium too. So let me now have the honor to invite you to chair the first plenary session on defense.
Thank you. Good morning. Welcome to the first plenary session of this symposium 2011 from the KDU. And the very onset I want to congratulate the Vice Chancellor, Major General Milinda Peiris and his team for organizing this symposium and discussing very appropriate and timely subject. As you all know, that we suffered for nearly 3 decades from this terrorism, and it was not, there are terrorist activities going in many parts of the world. But when you take Sri Lanka, we it was not only the military was involved in this, the whole country as a society was affected because of the terrorism. Our every field, economically, industrially, socially, diplomatically, politically, and militarily, we suffered because of the 30 years of war. Therefore, after the conflict is over, that we have challenges in many of these fields. We know that because of the terrorism, we lost many opportunities we had to develop our country. We know that many intellectuals left Sri Lanka because of terrorism. Now, therefore, we have many challenges from each of these fields to develop our country and to develop our society for reconciliation in all these fields. Therefore, it's very appropriate, I think, this symposium is planned to cover many of these fields from humanities and social sciences, engineering, medicine, and all these fields. In this session, we are planning to cover the defense, and we have 5 speakers speaking on different subjects. When you talk about the defense, I think the primary role and the responsibility of the armed forces does not change, though the conflict is over. Because in any country, the primary role and the responsibility is to protect the country, its sovereignty, from internal and external threat. That I don't think will change. That does not change. But the emphasis, the modus operandi, that how you do it may change. Because after the conflict, after the defeat of the LTTE, we don't have an enemy to confront directly. We don't have armed terrorist group. But the challenges for the armed forces to maintain the security, to maintain the protection of the country in applying in different manners, that remains the main role of the armed forces. Even the emphasis on services may change. We see that sometimes more responsibility is transferring to a different service. That, for example, now the Navy, in my opinion, has a bigger role to play in protecting Sri Lanka. Especially, we know that at the beginning of 2005, when you see the